Have you finished the tests?
Yes. It's kidney malfunction, as Dr. Peterson suspected. Not that it was very difficult to diagnose, considering how advanced her condition is.
Then it really is serious.
Yes. I haven't let on to Mrs. Smith just how serious, but she'll have to be hospitalized for further tests. The problem is that the kidneys aren't self-rejuvenating like the liver, for example. If deterioration is as advanced as it seems, the kidneys will never recover.
And she could die?
No. But if it's as bad as I suspect, we may have to consider a kidney transplant.
I had no idea she was so seriously ill.
A transplant would be the last resort, of course. For one thing, the waiting list for donors is very long. And as you probably know, the donor and the recipient have to be matched beforehand, or the body will reject the foreign tissue. It could be a very long time before a suitable kidney becomes available.
Even so, don't you think Smith ought to be told?
Oh, yes, I do. Although I think she already suspects that I'm holding something back from her.
Well, she's no fool.
There's no point in us alarming her unnecessarily, so I'd like everyone to be as reassuring as possible.
Well, I'm sure she'll be able to cope once she's had a chance to come to terms with it.
I hope so. It's still going to be very traumatic for her.
Ah, can I get you a cup of coffee?
Thank you. I can get my own.
I'd hate us to be on bad terms, Colleen. We've always got on well in the past.
Pity you didn't think about that before you criticized me to Mrs. Davidson. No, there's no point in denying it. It's quite obvious from the way she carpeted me that she had a very biased report.
You ordered me to report what happened in the dining room, and I did so as fairly and as honestly as I could. I didn't approve of your attitude towards the women, and I felt I had to say so.
In my opinion, you stabbed me in the back. Not only to Mrs. Davidson, but in front of the women.
What do you mean?
I had that situation well under control until you came in.
I was only trying to help you.
I am the chief prison officer now. When I consider I need your help, I'll ask for it.
You pull rank on me, Colleen. My position is only an acting one, after all.
No. I've earned this position, and I'll keep it. And as your superior, I expect your support, not these continued attempts to make me look inadequate. Come in. Now, Bryant, what was it you wanted to see me about?
Well, it's about the Braille machine. I was wondering, is Bea gonna still go on learning it?
I'm afraid Smith won't be well enough to do anything for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind having a go.
Oh?
It's just I've been thinking, you see. I'm gonna be stuck in here for a long time, and I thought it was about time I did something useful.
Well, it's a pity you weren't more eager to learn when we had Mr. Andrews here.
I attended the classes.
I don't recall you showing very much interest.
Well, I'm interested now. Come on, Mrs. Davidson, give me a go.
Believe me, Bryant, I really am very sorry, but I'm afraid it's impossible.
But why? The machine's just sitting there.
Not for long, it seems. The department is having the machine transferred to Barnhurst. When I told them about Smith...
And what about the rest of us?
I know, but once the department makes up its mind, there's very little I can do.
I should have known. There's no point in trying to do anything worthwhile in this dump.
Well, that's hardly fair.
I don't even know why I bothered asking.
Oh, I was told Mrs. Powell was taking her coffee break now, too.
Oh, she was here a few minutes ago.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I missed her. I wanted to talk to both of you together.
Believe you wanted to see me, Mrs. Davidson.
Yes, I wanted to let you know the department is calling in applications for Chief Senior Prison Officer.
Oh, right.
I assume you both will apply.
Well, yes, naturally I'll be applying.
And what about you, Mrs. Morris?
Yes, me too.
Good. Well, I wish you both the best of luck.
So, this is why you've been trying to undermine me. You want my position?
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, wouldn't you? Well, you're quick enough to say you would.
I think I can do the job and do it well. Now, why shouldn't I apply?
They wouldn't even give us a go. God, you can find plenty of screws around here to boss you about, but you can't get one to help you if you want to do something decent.
Yeah, I don't know why you bothered in the first place. I mean, you should know by now that the screws wouldn't do anything to help us.
You can say that again. No wonder we all end up there.
Andrews.
Yes?
Miss Belly. Miss Bryant.
Oh, what do you know, eh?
Bryant.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, and there's one for you too, Burns.
Oh, for me, thanks.
Dobbs.
Yeah.
Stokes. Jones.
Oh, hey, it's about my drawing.
Ah, did you win something?
Well, no money or nothing, but I got an honourable mention. Is that good?
That's terrific.
Oh, they said they're going to frame it for me and they'll send it back to me in a couple of days.
See, I said you had talent.
Yeah, good on you, love.
Oh, terrific.
Thanks. Hey, Jude, something up?
No. It's from Laura, you know. She's getting engaged.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? You don't look too happy about it. Don't you think he's the right guy or something?
Oh, no, he sounds really nice, you know, very respectable.
What's wrong then?
Well, she hasn't told him about me yet. She wants me to advise her, Dor. And what the hell am I going to say to her? Tell her to disown me?
Oh, come on, Lizzie, where are you?
Something wrong, Mrs. Morris?
Oh, I was just a bit worried about Lizzie, that's all. She's been staying at my place for a couple of days and I didn't think she'd be going out.
Why has she been staying at your place? Is she sick?
Oh, no, it's not that. No, she's fine. It's just that... Oh, well, I suppose you'll hear about it sooner or later. Sid's house is burnt down.
Oh, my God. How did that happen?
Well, we're not sure as yet.
Poor Lizzie. She always gets the short end, doesn't she? Just when everything was looking so good for her.
Yes, it was bad luck.
Oh, it'll be an awful shock to her. She loved that house.
Yes. Well, I must get back to work.
There's something I want to talk to you about, Mrs. Davidson.
Yes, what is it?
I have been the senior chief prison officer for some time now.
Yes.
Well, suddenly I find the job's up for grabs.
What are you suggesting?
I feel I've earned this position, Mrs. Davidson. I think it should have been made permanent without you inviting others to apply for it.
You know how the department works. A position has to be advertised so that anyone who wishes may apply for it. Besides, you knew from the beginning your promotion was only a temporary one.
Meg Morris is almost sure to get it, isn't she?
Well, she certainly has the qualifications, but just who the department will choose, I have no idea.
And I suppose a lot will depend on how well you think I've done the job.
That is an obvious factor. There are many aspects that will have to be weighed by the board before they make their final decision, so you will just have to wait until then.
I tried to cheer up, but I don't think I got very far.
No, I don't suppose you did. I mean, Bee's not the hang-around, do nothing type.
Yeah, well, I think she's frightened that the doctor is keeping something from her.
Well, is he, do you know? Or is it just her imagination?
I don't know, but she doesn't look too good and she's very depressed.
So Judy Bryant's a bit that way, too. Mind you, this place does nothing to raise your spirits.
I know what you mean. It's beginning to get to me, too.
Look, why don't you come down to the pub with me after work? We'll have a few drinks and a few laughs.
I'd love to.
Oh, I don't have to go back to the laundry just yet, do I?
Doreen, we're not here to chase you back to work.
You reading your letter again?
Yeah. Couldn't believe it. It's the first time I've passed in anything.
I told her she had talent.
Congratulations, Doreen.
Yeah, thanks, Mrs. Morris.
I didn't ever get to see you drawing.
No, neither did I. Not that particular one.
What was the subject?
Subject?
What was the drawing about?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, it was a secret, really. I didn't want anyone else to see it, you know, until it came back in framed.
Where are you going to hang it?
Dunno. In here, I suppose.
Oh, no, I mean, you want people to be able to see it. Now, why don't I ask Mrs. Davidson if she'd give her permission for it to be hung in the rec room?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. I'd like that.
Yeah, well, we'll see what Mrs. Davidson said. In the meantime, she's given her permission for you to go and visit Bea.
Great. When?
You can go now if you want to.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
I'll take her.
Thank you.
Well, you'll level with me, won't you, Mrs. Davidson? The doctor must have told you something.
Yes, he did have a talk with me.
Well, then what's wrong with me? Please, I've got to know.
Dr. Kennedy will be in later, and he will explain your condition to you then. But I assure you there's no need to get upset. Everything is going to be all right.
Well, if it's so simple, why didn't he just tell me the truth straight off? I reckon he knows something and he's not letting on.
Well, it's no good getting yourself worked up about it.